Now we want to talk a little bit about the past life regressions. What's that about? Get into that a little bit. You basically hypnotize someone.
We live, die, and are reborn.
Okay.
Of course, some people may not want to come back.
And you've been hypnotized and gone into your past lives as well, several times.
Yes, I've had many past lives, but I haven't been regressed to all of them because I didn't have the time.
How many past lives have you had?
Well, under hypnosis, I came up with 45. I've only
Wow.
seen 7 of them. I haven't had the time to.
And who's your favorite? What's your most fascinating life that you've had?
Probably Louise Vanderbilt. I had all kinds.
What
of
was she
money.
about? What is she about?
I was a poor girl. My father died, and I was from Indiana, and I went out west. At 17, he died when we got out there because he was trying to go out for to find gold. It's in the mid 1800s, and he died, and I needed a job, so I got a job as a singer in a saloon. Can't sing today though. Anyway, I had a deep voice.
I guess
like
you lost your
Tallulah.
voice right after that.
Well, maybe.
Your singing voice, anyways.
I guess so. I had a deep voice like Tallulah, not a sweet voice like I have now. Boy, am I a Leo, you can tell, can't you? Anyway, after I didn't go out with the patrons, I was very careful because I always liked money. I was a tourist.
We all like money, Ann.
And about the age of 28, I married a man who owned 2 saloons along the Barbary Coast, an Irishman that was much older. He died, and I sold the saloons and went east on a train to New York, having lots of money and trying to establish myself. In those days, they didn't have all the TV, radio, and all the newspaper people. And I landed in New York, and I got a job singing in a very fancy salon. And I was 34, and Vanderbilt was 22. He just got out of college. Robbing the cradle, I mean. Anyway, he came to this salon, whatever, this place I was singing in. They didn't call them nightclubs in those days. And he took one look at me, and he said, in fact, I met Vanderbilt. He's Jim Sander in this life, who looks exactly like Vanderbilt. And under hypnosis, Jim told me that I had a red velvet dress and a red feather in my hair. And he took one look at me, and he says, I'm going out with that woman. And he wrote me a note and asked me to go to dinner. Of course, you don't refuse a Vanderbilt now. He married me in 3 months, and his mother did not like it. He said, be careful of that woman. She's after your money. Well, anyway, we were happy, though. I was 12 years older, but it didn't matter.
Well, coming up next, we're going to go into someone's past life. So when we come back, we're going to have that for you. You guys excited about that? Okay. We'll be back with a hypnotized guest with Ann Fisher. I'm John Cancio. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. If you're just joining us, this is True Talk. I'm John Cancio, and today we have on psychic Ann Fisher joining us today. And next we're getting into hypnosis, and that's our topic for the next segment. And we're going to be taking more audience comments. So this would be the time if you have any or questions, I should say, or comments. If you have any questions or comments, this would be the segment to do it. And welcome back, Ann. And we're not clapping now because we're keeping the concentration for the hypnotized guest. I understand that she's hypnotized, right?
Yes, I took this lady, Ada, and put her under, and she has some commands that'll put her back under.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. So right now she is conscious and awake, right?
Yeah, she's awake.
Okay. Hi.
She was a very good subject.
This is Ada Sanabria, and she actually used to do my show back in the day, too.
Yes, I remember.
Right,
You
right.
had met me before. Yes.
Yeah. So how long did this take to hypnotize her?
Oh, I think it took about 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And do you feel any different, Ada?
A little bit.
Do you feel tired?
A little.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to be going into one of her past lives during this segment, aren't we?
Yes,
Okay, so I know you wanted to talk a little bit about hypnosis. How does that work?
Well, hypnosis is an altered state of consciousness where you quiet the conscious mind and you let the person look into for past life regression, look into the subconscious. Because the subconscious carries the lifetimes, the memories, past, present, future, well, not the future, past and present of the person's nature and experiences. So when we die, we disconnect, and then when we come back into a body, when we're reborn, the mind and the soul go back into another body. And this is what we're going to find out, how many past lives she had and what she's done.
Okay.
And I think you'll find it interesting. Most everyone has lived before. Sometimes good lifetimes, sometimes they haven't been so good. But every lifetime is supposed to be an experience, so you're supposed to learn something. Some people don't always advance, though, in every lifetime. But anyway, it's. I think you'll enjoy this.
Okay, well, we're going to take audience question. Okay. Little reluctant.
Yes,
Hi, and
sure.
I'm Nikki, but I just want to know, do you sense my dad around? Sometimes I smell him, like he was into wine. So
a lot of
smell.
times spirits will identify themselves. Yes, I feel he was very strong in your life, and you do you get a sense of tobacco? Is it?
No, wine.
A wine.
Wine, yes. He used to make
Did
wine
he make?
every once
I was
in
going to
a
say, did he
while.
make it? He did.
He used to, yeah. Not anymore, although unless he's up there making it.
I don't know how these spirits do it, but they do come back with odors that would identify them. Like maybe if their name was Rose, you might get roses.
That's
if
funny you should say that. I have...
did you have a rose?
No, my little niece, when she was about 2, before her mom was yet to know she was pregnant, she said, yeah, my mom's going to have... Oh, no, my mother said to her, what are you doing, Tiana? She says, oh, I'm playing with my little sister. And she goes, oh, yeah, what's your little sister's name? She says, Rose. And then her mother came home from the doctors, and her mother found out she was pregnant and had a little baby girl that we named Marissa Rose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we put the rose in it anyway.
Yeah, that's funny.
You got that right.
I don't know. But anyway, I guess he wanted that brought in because a rose came to me while I was saying it.
Okay, so we're going to actually put her... Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Hit somebody over the head over here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to put her back... Or you're going to put her back into...
Hypnosis.
Hypnosis. Okay, so do that.
Okay, Ada, are you ready to go back again?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to touch you. Put your hands out. Touch your left hand. Close your eyes. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. 5. Go into a deep sleep now. 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now in a very deep sleep, and you're going deeper and deeper and deeper asleep. Deeper and deeper asleep. You cannot lift your hands. Your hands are getting very heavy. They're getting heavier and heavier. I'm going to prove to the audience she's under. Your hands and arms are getting heavier and heavier. As I touch them, they get heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier. It would be impossible to lift your hands and arms. They're too heavy to lift. Too heavy to lift. They feel like dead weights holding them down. Too heavy to lift. You cannot lift them, even if I ask you to. Try to lift them. You cannot do it. Okay, your hands and arms now feel normal. Your body is heavy with sleep. Now you can lift them. Lift your hands and arms. You can do it now. Lift your hands. Okay. Okay, put them down. That's one of the tests I use.
That is
Okay.
amazing.